I used to wake up every morning, facing the same problem. My to-do list was packed, my calendar was full, and by the end of the day, I'd been busy for 12 straight hours, but accomplished almost nothing that actually mattered. That changed completely when I discovered a 10-minute planning system that transformed how I use my time. Today, I'm walking you through the exact process I use every single night. That's allowed me to finally make real progress on my biggest goals while staying on top of everything else in my life. Here's what most people get wrong about planning. They create these elaborate systems, color-coded calendars, and detailed schedules that look perfect on paper. Then the next day arrives, something unexpected happens, and the entire plan falls apart. They end up feeling defeated, like planning is pointless, because life is too unpredictable. But the problem isn't planning itself. The problem is, most people don't know how to create plans that can adapt to reality. That's exactly what this system solves, and I'm going to show you how to do it, step by step. Before we dive into the actual planning process, we need to address the most important decision that determines whether your plan will succeed or fail. The question is simple. When should you plan your day? Most people do this in the morning, right after they wake up. That's the worst possible time, and here's why. Your morning brain is not your best brain. You're still groggy, you're more likely to choose easy tasks over important ones, and you're already using willpower that could be better spent actually doing the work. Instead, plan your day the night before. When you do this, you make all the hard decisions when your mind is clear, and when morning comes, you don't have to think at all. You just execute. This is the pilot versus passenger concept. At night, you're the pilot plotting the course. In the morning, you're the passenger following the route. This single shift eliminates decision fatigue before your day even begins. Now let's talk about mindset for a moment, because this is crucial. Your day will not go exactly according to plan. Something will take longer than you thought. An emergency will pop up. Someone will need your help. That's not a failure of your planning. That's just reality. The measure of a successful day isn't whether you stuck to your original plan perfectly. The measure is whether you made progress on what truly matters, despite the chaos. We'll cover exactly how to handle schedule changes in Step 5, but right now just understand, flexibility is built into this system from the start. Step 1 is straightforward. Open your digital calendar and look at tomorrow. Identify any fixed commitments, meetings, or appointments that involve other people, or must happen at a specific time. These are your anchors, the non-negotiable points in your day, that everything else needs to work around. I'm not talking about blocking every single task on your calendar. That gets messy fast. Instead, only calendar items that have a specific time attached to them. A doctor's appointment at 3 p.m. A team meeting at 10 a.m. A dinner reservation at 7. I also create general blocks for focused work, without getting specific about tasks. For example, I might block 9 to 11 as deep work time, without specifying what I'll be working on. At this stage, you're simply gathering information about the framework of your day. You're identifying the containers that everything else will need to fit around. Step 2, connect your daily plan to something bigger. Pull up your weekly plan, which you should have created before this week started. Your weekly plan is essentially a list of priorities and tasks you want to accomplish during these 7 days. Just like planning your day the night before, you should plan your entire week before it begins. I typically do this on Sunday evening or Saturday morning. This weekly plan becomes your menu of options. Each day, you'll select specific items from this menu to tackle. This is where the magic happens. Your daily actions contribute to completing your weekly plan. Your weekly plan contributes to achieving your quarterly goals. Your quarterly goals contribute to building your ideal life. But you don't need to think about all of that complexity every single day. You just need to ask yourself one simple question. Which items from my weekly plan should I focus on tomorrow? This keeps you aligned with what matters, without drowning you in big picture overwhelm. Step 3 is where everything crystallizes, and this might be the most powerful part of the entire system. It's time to choose your one thing for tomorrow. Look at your weekly plan with all its tasks and possibilities. Now force yourself to identify which single item would create the biggest positive impact if you completed it tomorrow. Not 3 things. Not 5 things. 1 thing. This requires real thought. Everything on your list probably feels important, but the truth is, some tasks have exponentially more impact than others. Spend a full minutes, really considering this. What would you feel proudest about accomplishing? What would create the most momentum? That becomes your one thing. Here's why this matters so much. When you identify your one thing, you're essentially saying that if you wake up tomorrow and only complete this single task, the day is still a success. Everything else becomes optional. This removes the crushing pressure of trying to do everything and replaces it with focused clarity on doing what matters most. You'll schedule this task early in your day and protect it fiercely. Step 4 is where we create your actual plan, and we're doing this on paper. Physical paper with a physical pen. I know that sounds old school, but there are specific reasons why paper outperforms digital for this process, and you'll understand why by the end of this section. Get a notebook or any piece of paper and draw 2 or 3 vertical lines, creating columns. Don't worry about making this pretty. Function matters more than aesthetics. On the left margin, write down times starting from when you wake up until bedtime. Put a mark every 30 minutes down the page. Now you're ready to block out your day. Start by filling in your morning routine, whatever that includes for you. Then add those fixed calendar commitments from step 1. Next, and this is critical, schedule your one thing from step 3 as early in your day as possible. Give it a generous time block. This is your most important work, so it gets the prime real estate in your schedule. Continue filling in blocks for other tasks from your weekly plan, making sure to include breaks, meal times, and buffer space between activities. Near the end of your day, create a 10-minute block labeled shutdown routine. This is when you'll repeat this entire planning process for the following day. At the top or bottom of your page, write one thing with a checkbox next to it. Tomorrow, checking that box after completion will feel incredibly satisfying. Your pilot work is now complete. Tomorrow morning, you wake up as the passenger and simply follow the route you've already mapped. Step 5 addresses the inevitable reality that plans change, and this is where paper planning reveals its true power. Let's say you're following your plan and something takes longer than expected. Maybe a task that you thought would take 1 hour actually requires 2. Or maybe an urgent situation demands your immediate attention. Your original timeline is now obsolete. This is the moment where most people abandon their plan entirely and let the rest of the day unfold chaotically. Don't do that. Instead, use the next column on your paper. Draw a line through the blocks that are no longer accurate and quickly sketch out a new plan for your remaining time. Maybe you eliminate a lower priority task. Maybe you shorten a break. Maybe you push something to the next day. The key is protecting your one thing at all costs. As long as you complete that one task, your day is still successful. Continue making these adjustments throughout the day, as needed. Use multiple columns. Draw arrows. Make notes in the margins. This isn't about maintaining a pristine document. This is about actively managing your time in real time. Here's the hidden advantage of paper that digital calendars can't match. When you make adjustments on paper, you preserve a complete history of your day. You can see exactly where your original plan broke down, and at the end of each week, review your daily plans, and patterns will emerge. You'll notice that certain types of tasks consistently take longer than you estimate. You'll identify specific times of day when you're most productive. You'll spot recurring interruptions that you can plan around or eliminate. Digital calendars erase this learning opportunity the moment you reschedule a block. Paper captures everything, transforming your planning system into a feedback loop that makes you better at time management with each passing week. Let's bring this all together. Step 0. Plan at night, so you're the pilot setting tomorrow's course. Step 1. Check your digital calendar for fixed commitments. Step 2. Review your weekly plan to stay connected to bigger priorities. Step 3. Choose your one most important thing. Step 4. Create paper time blocks with realistic estimates and clear priorities. Step 5. Adjust throughout the day while protecting your one thing. This entire process takes 10 minutes, but changes how you experience your entire day. You'll move from constant reactivity to intentional action, from busy work to meaningful progress. The goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. Try this system tonight. Take 10 minutes, grab any piece of paper, and plan tomorrow. Then wake up and follow your route. Your future self will thank you for it.